What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch-along pre-season business in action. Apologies for turning up late, people. StreamYard was absolutely bugging out. Had to reset the computer and all of that. Big up to everyone locked in. Looking forward to the game. Haven't done all the graphics and stuff for the usual watch-along, so we just got basic, picture background business today, people. Nuremberg, second division team in Germany. I believe they finished like 14th in the table last year, so they're not even a top half of the table team over there in the German second division. So there's no excuses for Arsenal. They should be winning this game and winning it well. Do you know what? I'm going to go into subscriber only mode today, actually. Subscribers only getting in, people. Apologies. But big up to everyone. And big up... Oh, it's free on the Nuremberg YouTube. Is that right? Somebody said that yesterday as well about that. I will check that out. Big up Sebastian, who said, "Hey, Big C, thank you to you and the community for your kind words yesterday. We really do have a goated fan base. If we had to have Eddie or Havertz up top all season, who are you picking?" Oh, it's a bad question. Like, Havertz is horrible up front. Ed, do you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if Eddie scored more goals, but they're both bad. They're both bad. I couldn't even answer it. Balogun, there you go. There's my answer. Let's go Balogun. But big up to everyone in the chat. So is that true? Are Nuremberg putting it on their channel for free? I haven't seen that. I paid that silly $6.99 fee that you have to pay, but I'm not sure if Nuremberg, if they're showing that for free, that's proper. If anyone can confirm that, let me know. It's free on Nuremberg YouTube channel if you're in Germany or have a VPN. Oh, there you go. There you go. Thank you for the information from Sultan. So, yeah, if you've got a VPN or you're in Germany, then it looks like you can do it. Otherwise, maybe not. $6.99 to watch this game, people, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So you need a VPN to get it for free through the Nuremberg YouTube channel. Brazy TV said, "Big C, just wanted to point out to everyone, Bruno Gomes was 23 when he left the Brazilian league. A bit like Bitello." We'll speak about Bitello briefly. This Brazilian player that Arsenal look like they might be signing. Yo, Big C, hope you're better. Big up J Angelo and the whole C unit. Yes, big up, bro. It's free on the Arsenal website. Not as far as I know. Most people having to pay for it, but if it is, then fair play to you. Anyway, let's have a look at the team lineup. Interesting lineup today, people. We're going to talk about a few other stories relating to Arsenal after this, but it's an interesting lineup. Ramsdale in goal. Back four, Ben White at right back, Saliba and Gabriel at centre back. Kivior plays at left back, which again doesn't say a whole lot if you're Kieran Tierney. Zinchenko not even in the squad today, and Tierney doesn't play at left back. So you're basically telling me he's our third choice left back, which tells me, does he have much of a future at the club? Partey, Trossard, and Odegaard is the midfield three. I would imagine Odegaard would play next to Thomas Partey and Trossard would potentially play in the 10 role. Or will Partey play as the lone 6 with Trossard and Odegaard as number 8s? And the front three, Saka, Nelson, and Eddie Nketiah. I mean, I was hoping... Do you know what? I'm going to be totally honest. There was 2 players I really wanted to see today for different reasons. One was Balogun, because I'm excited to see what he can do in an Arsenal shirt and whether he can, earn himself a future at the club. And the second one is Kai Havertz, not because I'm a big fan of him, but we paid 65 million for him. I want to see how he looks playing for Arsenal. Neither one of them in the starting lineup. Now, I know the managers said something before the game about international games, but Saka played for England, Odegaard played for Norway. These guys were playing international games. But listen, not the end of the world. I'm sure they'll come on in the second half. Let me show you the bench. So the Arsenal bench, Hein, Cedric, Tierney, Austin Trusty, Walters, Jorginho, Fabio Vieira. I don't like how they're just putting Vieira now. Like, at least let us know it's Fabio. You know what I mean? This ain't Patrick. Kai Havertz, Waneri, Lewis Skelly, Jesus, and Balogun. Now, the worrying thing there again is if Jesus comes on up front for Eddie, where does Balogun play? Do you play both of them up front? Do you put Jesus wide? I hope he doesn't play Balogun wide. Balogun needs game time through the middle to prove himself. It's an interesting bench, that's for sure. Pre-season is always very interesting, especially the early games. AJ, ESR's not with the squad yet. He's been given a week off after the Under-21 championships. He'll be going to America with the squad on Sunday. This part of the season is always very interesting, the first couple of pre-season games, because you've got youngsters that won't get a lot of game time. They're there to make up the numbers. You've got first-team players that will be fringe players, and you've got first-team players that will be sold. You know, Cedric is on the bench today. I don't see him playing for Arsenal this season. But you've got a duty of care as his manager to keep him fit, to keep him involved, to try and get him a move elsewhere. And you've got players like Balogun that, listen, I think a lot of us hope will be at Arsenal next season, but there's a reality that he could get sold. So it's very interesting. I think, you know, I got a few messages as soon as the team came out, and a lot of people were like, why is Eddie Nketiah playing up front? Why is he starting? You know, if Jesus ain't starting, it should be Balogun. And I think we have to come to the realization that at this moment in time, in the mind of Mikel Arteta, I think he puts Eddie ahead of Balogun. Most of us don't. But I think he does. He gave him, you know, 100 grand a week, 5-year contract. And the number 14 shirt. You don't do that if it's a guy that you don't rate. He obviously sees something that a lot of us don't see. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I think Balogun's going to have to prove himself. I hope he does. I really hope he does. People saying 1 FC Nuremberg Club TV on YouTube, people. I've paid for the game, but I'm just trying to see if there's a way that the community can get it without necessarily paying that $6.99, which, listen, I gave my opinion. I think it's a disgrace that they're charging that much money for a pre-season game. It does say it's live. The uploader has not made this video available in your country. Yeah, so I think it's what other people said before. I think in the UK and certain other places, you're not going to be able to get it. But you may be able to get it elsewhere. Yeah, for me, you know, they're a second division team in Germany, and they're showing it to people for free over there. Yeah, Arsenal want to charge $6.99. I just think is a disgrace. I'm sorry, I do. So we'll have to see. Looks like you got to pay the $6.99 or you ain't getting in the party, people. United yesterday was free on the app, free on YouTube in Sweden. But the team is interesting. Listen, it's pre-season. It's not the end of the world. The big headline really is William Saliba. First game back since March, which is brilliant because at the end of the day, if he'd have stayed fit until the end of the season, who knows? We could have been champions. That's the reality of the situation. We couldn't defend with Saliba out of our team. There's a few people... No, Zhao, no problem, bro. Appreciate you trying to help the community and throwing it in there. As I said, it's just... it seems to be if you're not in Germany or not using a VPN, it's not happening, people. So $6.99 to Arsenal seems to be your only way. Unless you've got that VPN, which is probably better value than paying the $6.99, to be honest. So there's your starting lineup. Obviously, we're playing an inferior opposition today. A team that we should be beating. Second division in Germany. They're nothing special. We played them last year. A number of players not involved today. I just wanted to bring that on the screen to give you a little bit of insight, just to remind you that there's some players missing. So this is the Arsenal players who have travelled to Germany but are not in the matchday squad to face Nuremberg. They're travelled, they're over there, but they're not playing. So Alex Renarson, who should never play a game for Arsenal at any level ever again anyway. Tomiyasu, Rob Holding, Zinchenko, El Neni, Marquinhos, and Gabriel Martinelli, people. So those guys are all over there. They've all been in training. Zinchenko was obviously injured at the back end of the season. So was El Neni. Marquinhos has returned from loan. Martinelli, I'm not sure why, because I don't think he was called up for the Brazil squad. So I'm not really sure why Martinelli was injured one of the last few games of the season. So obviously, I'm assuming he's not fully fit as well. And obviously, like I said, people, Smith Rowe was given an extra week off for the Under-21 Championships final that he played in last week. Big up Lato said, Saka starts again. Arteta, come on, rest him. Listen, we've said it before, we'll say it again. If Saka can walk, Saka plays. Yeah, he will not miss a game for Arsenal if he can walk. You know, it's like there must be a clause in his contract that he has to play if he's available. They refuse to give this boy a day off under any circumstances. Yeah, Martinelli was fouled and injured by Caicedo. Yeah, Marquinhos, another PR signing. Reece Nelson getting 2 today. Let's hope so. Signed a good contract. Needs to prove himself. Make sure we subscribe, people. I think we're a handful away from 64k now. Literally less than 10, I believe. So if you haven't, well, everyone in the chat has subscribed, actually, because we're in subscriber-only mode. So big up to everyone in the chat. VIP section, people. Champagne bottles flowing. Red carpet business. You know how we do, people. If Saka played yesterday, he'd still start today. He would. He'd play the full 90 as well. You know it. You just know it. This manager refuses to rest him. Eddie might surprise us this year, everyone. Writing him off again, said Amiga. Listen. People think I'm harsh on Eddie, right? I make a bit of a joke about him, but he's not good enough. He's not good enough. The level that we're at now, he's not that guy, people, and we know that. We can see that with Eddie. Eddie is not the guy to go into the Champions League. If Gabriel Jesus was out for 3 or 4 months, would you be able to trust him to lead the line for 3 or 4 months? He's not that guy. Member stream's going to be on Sunday, people. Member stream's going to be on Sunday. So make sure you tune in for that. Stepson settings, I'm telling you, man. The Nurnberg channel works in America on YouTube. That's quality. That's quality, people. So, yeah, we got a number of players missing. The game's just come on the Arsenal website. This is... I thought they'd robbed me out of $6.99 then. I actually tried to press play on it, and it said you're not eligible for this video. I was about to lose my head, but it's just come on with a bit of pre-match intro. So $6.99 that I'll never get back. Big up Elliot. Make sure you're in the member stream. A few other things to talk about as well. Ain't it interesting, people, that the only official signing that we've made is Kai Havertz. You know, as much as we've spoke about Declan Rice and we've spoken about Timber, those guys are not Arsenal players yet. They're not even official. The channel works in Jamaica as well. I got the not eligible message too. I had to reload, bro. I was about to lose my head. I've turned up for a watch along, paid $6.99. I didn't think I was going to be able to watch the game. But yeah, it's just come on. Curtis was going to rip the shirt if the $6.99. Bro, I told you. Recession's about to hit hard, bro. I ain't ripping no more shirts. A few interesting things to talk about. We spoke yesterday about Bitello. The dad joke, a Bitello of a risk. Didn't go down too well in the community, although there was a little bit of laughter, followed by some silence, I think, as well. But, you know, we keep it moving anyway. We have a go. And Bitello looks as if this deal is moving ever closer, people. You will probably announce him before Declan Rice, the way Arsenal do their business. Arsenal have opened talks with Gremio over midfielder Bitello. It is believed Gremio are prepared to accept a deal worth 8.5 million, including a potential profit from any future sale. Talks are ongoing, but sources believe a deal could be struck this week. This week, you know. It's Thursday. It's Thursday. They're telling me this guy could be an Arsenal player this week, right? Yet Declan Rice, I mean... And Timber, surely those two get announced this week. My gut feeling, and this is me just pure guesswork, no inside info, no ITK, no nothing. I think Timber will be announced tomorrow. Friday, day after a game, they'll be back in London. From what I'm reading, Timber has already done his media duties. What was interesting is they were saying that Declan Rice has not even done the media duties yet. He's passed the medical, but he hasn't done the interview. He hasn't done all the pictures and stuff. So apparently they fly to Washington on Sunday. So surely Timber tomorrow, Declan Rice Saturday, surely, so that those two can fly to America on Sunday. And then Bitello, I mean, I don't know where you get that one in as well, but it's interesting. It is interesting. All three at once, I mean, would Arsenal want to do that? Probably not, but they may have to. I don't know what they're doing. We need Bitello for the US tour. Listen, it'd be nice to see how good he is and if he's worth, if he's good enough to go into the first team, or is it another Marquinhos where he gets loaned out? The second part of the story, Bitello has emerged as an Arsenal target through sporting director Edu, who has used his contacts in his homeland to line up a prospective deal. Sources have told 90 Minutes that it is a similar situation to that which saw them sign Gabriel Martinelli from Lituano in 2019. A player who is under the radar in Brazil, but one who their scouts believe could make an impact in the Premier League. Listen, I'm going to be totally honest. I've said before that I don't mind if Arsenal sign players from Brazil on the cheap, because Real Madrid do it all the time. And like I said, every now and then you get the next Vinicius Jr., you get the next Rodrigo or whoever. So it's worth taking the risk. Marquinhos has not worked out well so far, but Martinelli was a world beater for us. So, Steve said Declan Rice landing back in London in 30 minutes. I heard somebody say that they saw Declan Rice in the airport today. I saw a tweet of that. He's obviously been in Portugal doing this work with Rafa Leao. They need to get him to America, that's for sure. 3 minutes until kickoff, people. 3 minutes until kickoff. Just a quick reminder, people say Bitello's trim is wild. Just a quick reminder of the team, the Arsenal team. Ramsdale in goal, Ben White at right back, Saliba at centre back. First game for William Saliba since March. Playing next to Gabriel. Interesting thing, Kivior plays left back over Kieran Tierney. I don't know what it is, but something about that just hurts me a little bit. I do feel for Kieran Tierney. Like, it's one thing Zinchenko playing ahead of him. It's another thing a centre-back playing at left-back ahead of him. Not a good look. Partey, Trossard and Odegaard is the midfield three. And Saka, Nelson and Nketiah is the front three. Give me a second, people. I'm just getting a drink. Give me a second. Right, we're back in business, people. We're back in business. Right. Players are on the pitch. 2 minutes until kickoff. This isn't the starting lineup for the city. Yeah, you're right, Gav. Listen, it's a pre-season friendly first game. You're not going to see meltdowns if we lose, and you're not going to see big celebrations if we win. Pre-season is pre-season. Let me just show you the bench for those who've just tuned in. So Havertz is on the bench. As I said, we've got quite a few missing from the bench. No Martinelli, no Zinchenko, no El Neni, no Rob Holding. But Balogun's on the bench. Havertz is on the bench. Gabriel Jesus, Hines, Cedric, Tierney, Trusty, Walters, Jorginho, Fabio, Havertz, Waneri, Lewis Skelly, Jesus and Balogun. I just hope when he brings Balogun on that he plays him up front, because he needs to be seen in his right position. No Tomiyasu as well. He's just recovering from injury. Is Vieira? People saying Vieira's on the pitch. One moment. Let me look. I've got the stream right here. I'm not even watching it. Is Vieira on the pitch? Has something changed? What's happened here, people? People telling me that Fabio Vieira's on the pitch. So somebody pulled out. Fabio Vieira. What happened? Or are people trolling me here? I can't see him. Is he playing? Odegaard injured. What? What's going on here? Odegaard's injured, people saying. Let me turn to Twitter, people. Has he got injured in the warm-up? Martin Odegaard replaced by Vieira. He picked up a slight knock in the warm-up. That's not good. Someone's kicked him. So there we go. What's interesting, I didn't get a chance to speak about this, by the way. Fabio Vieira is starting. What is interesting, Thomas Partey today is again being linked with a move to Saudi. Yet he's starting today. Doesn't really make sense to me. What is the plan? Are they trying to sell him or are they planning on keeping him? Apologies, I missed a few super chats. Joey Silva, big up from South Texas. How are we still waiting on the Anas and Madeira, rice and timber in Spanish? Big up, bro. Listen, Arsenal love to make people wait, which is crazy. Danet said you can watch with 250 Arsenal reward points. Big up to you. And when is the Declan announcement? I'm bored of it. I'm more excited about the Brazilian brother Bitello. I think Declan Rice will be this weekend. Game is underway. Give me a score prediction. I'm going to go 3-0 Arsenal. I'm going to go 3-0 Arsenal. I think we'll have too much for them. We're playing in the home kit as well. As I said, no graphics for the watch-along today. I'll have them back for the next games, although the next games actually I'll be in America. Don't believe everything you read. Big C Partey rumours are just rumours at the moment. Yeah, maybe. 5-1 said Joseph. Latte's going 4-1. Haley, it's Fabio instead of Odegaard. Partey's agent's trying to get him a new deal, possibly. Nathan says 2-0 standard win. Could have put Kai on. Yeah. Would have been a good... That's a great point. Why put him there? Still can't believe Havertz on the green screen. Listen, I'm putting him there just to try and understand that he plays for Arsenal. I'm still, a bit confused. Fraser said, any plans when you're in the neck of the woods? Nah, bro, listen, I'll be active. Hopefully link up with some of the community and that. Let me know what's going on over there, man. I know that's your ends, bro. 2-0, Nelson bagging. All I'm seeing is Pixel, says Reams. You got a bad stream. Havertz hat-trick. Nurnberg controlling the ball. Like I said, they finished 14th in the second division of the Bundesliga. We shouldn't be struggling. They're bopping us at the moment. We're high pressing. $5.99. It looks like it's being filmed on a Nokia 3310, says Tommy. He's always on the pitch. You just never notice. They are absolutely trying to play like Pep's Barcelona at the moment. We can't get the ball off them. Sky saying the Rice deal is tomorrow. Is that... Let's have a look. Is that actually, like, official? Is that what's being said? Let's have a look. I read something today that Declan Rice has not even done the media work yet. Sky Sports put a report out. There are no issues with Rice and Timber. Arsenal will fly to America on Sunday afternoon. Both announcements should be made in time before the squad departs. So we'll see. We will see. I think Timber will be announced tomorrow. That's just a guess. Personal terms agreed, yeah. Long time ago they was agreed. Nurnberg starting off the better team. Dominating possession. Looks like a decent crowd over there. Sunny weather over there in Germany. And... I'm expecting a few goals from Arsenal. I can't lie, man. We shouldn't be struggling that much to beat these. And we got a strong back four. Going to be interesting how Kivior does at left back. How do I find the game? Please, I paid 4 times. Gouda 8 paid 4 times for the game, and the game's not showing up. It's a rip-off. Arsenal website. I think you go down to match, and then live video, something like that, to watch it. Crazy how other clubs agree fees and the player is holding the shirt the next day. Arsenal, it takes 2 to 3 weeks. It's crazy, isn't it? It's wild. Drew said, perfect sum for Solar God. Here come Nuremberg. I've done them a disservice here. I don't know any. I haven't even checked their team lineup. Here's Thomas Partey on the edge of his own box. Risky play. I can't believe Saka's starting this game. Played nearly every game last season. Played for England in both their games. He starts the first friendly. Might as well have paid for the bundle. Yeah, was it $15.99 to watch every friendly? I had to put the link from my email receipt to get past the you haven't paid message. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Like I said, I paid. I went on the website. It was saying I wasn't eligible. I'm like, what's going off here? They've robbed me. It's a full stadium. I live here in Munich, but I couldn't get a ticket. Sold out, said Agu. It's on Fox Deportes in Cali. If I was West Ham, I would genuinely pull the plug. Shambles. Do you know what it is? West Ham probably want to pull the plug, but 100 million for Declan Rice, bro. Like, you got to, they got to take that. And listen, Man City might not come back with that 90 million now. So, the YouTube stream of the game is horrendous, people are saying. John says, plan to chill and watch, and then you see Fabio on. He wasn't actually starting. It was Odegaard, but Odegaard got a knock in the warm-up, and he threw Fabio in, which is a shame, really. I would have liked to have seen Havertz get a chance. Arsenal on the attack. Nelson gives the ball away. Oh, yeah, the stream's awful. Nelson in the area, whips it in, chance. Arsenal appealing for a penalty, not given. And Nketiah, I think that was tackled. It's really poor camera quality, man. Apparently, it's on the Nurnberg YouTube if you're in certain countries. If not, you need a VPN. You can watch it for free on the Nurnberg YouTube channel. I think if you're in the UK and certain other countries, you need a VPN. But in Germany, it seems in America and stuff, you can get it. Yeah, it's pixelated, man. It's really poor quality. Saka gets the ball out wide. Ben White pulls it back. Shot, miss hit. Goes wide. And he goes out for a goal kick. Who was that? I couldn't even see who hit that. It's Fabio. No power in his shot. The stream is on 144p forever. I don't know what's going on. It's all pixelated, man. It's mad. Nurnberg stream is faster. Fair enough. So yeah, they're filming it on a BlackBerry or something, or a Nokia. I don't know what's going on. It's not great quality. Arsenal win the ball back. Appealing for a penalty, not given. Has Trossard got a full head of grey hair now? Is that blonde? I don't know what's going on. Don't know if he's just embraced the fact that he's going grey and just let it all come out. Here's Saka right hand side. Arsenal starting to dominate. Saka twists, turns, shoots with his left foot, scores! Brilliant goal by Bukayo Saka. I've always said you've got to start him every game. Listen, shameless settings. What a goal that is by Bukayo. Typical Saka on his right foot, chops back onto his left, right-hand side of the penalty area, drills it into the far corner. Fantastic finish. And the Gunners take the lead in pre-season. Bukayo Saka, who else? Star boy, new contract. It's a brilliant finish. Drills it into that far corner. Defenders all over the place trying to grab him. It's a great finish. Great finish. It's crazy, isn't it? Because when you see a lot of these left footers who play on the right, you watch defenders play against them and you think, just keep them off their left foot. You'd much rather let Saka get to the byline, cross that with his right foot, than cut inside onto his left foot and shoot. But it's so difficult to stop. You look at Robben, you look at Bale, you look at Messi, you look at Salah. All these guys, they just have a habit of knowing how to get onto their left foot. But Saka scores. Arsenal lead 1-0. Lovely finish. Saka Demas and Pliers. Yo, she's floating like a butterfly. So darling. Baby girl. Yo, you don't know about them big tunes, you know. Yeah, it's shameless. Listen, and there was no big celebration for it. We're keeping it calm, people. It was a great finish. Robben was a master. All left foot, but you couldn't stop him. You could not stop him. It is becoming his trademark finish, Drew. It really is. Kind of acts as if he might shift down the line, then cuts back, hits it with the left. It's a great finish. I think it'll be another big season for him, Saka. I think he's going up a level. I think he can get closer to 20 goals this year. Kivior is playing inverted, by the way, which is why I think Tierney is struggling this season, because all this inverted business, he can't play it. Here come Arsenal. Fabio finds Eddie and Nketiah, little back heel, well worked. Oh, it's overran. I think that was Ben White giving away. Arsenal have started well here. The camera quality is poor. I'm having to really go close to the screen to see who it is. But we lead 1-0. Inverted Kiwi. He had a good couple of games for Poland. He actually marked Havertz out of the game in one of them. So fair play to him. But Arsenal lead by 1-0. Saka with a lovely finish. Martinelli's not in the squad. Obviously only just came back from injury at the end of the season. So they're managing him slowly. Hey, Rob, them big tunes, man, I'm telling you. People asking for links. If anyone else got different links, feel free to share them with the community. Need my glasses. Bro, I don't know what's going on. Arsenal moving mad. Get some decent camera quality for $6.99. You know what I mean? I expect at least 4K or 1080p. I don't know what this is. Kivior does, well, I was going to say he does well there, and then he gives the ball away. Spoke too soon. Christian Pulisic to Milan. Good signing. I think they paid 20 million quid for him. I've always thought he was actually a decent player, but gets injured a lot. That's the problem with him. But for Milan, it's a good signing, I think. He'll do well there. Arsenal starting to dominate possession now. Gabriel, good little ball into Eddie. Move breaks down there, and Nurnberg have the ball back. We lead 1-0 in the first half. Saka with a trademark finish. Typical Saka. And the thing is, as a winger, once you get past the fullback like that, you know you've got it. UK stream is working on Sports Direct, people are saying. Oh, fair enough. A couple of you been asking. I forgot to talk about it. Dele Alli's interview this morning. I'm sure a lot of you have watched it. Personally, I commend him. Forget the Arsenal-Tottenham rivalry. You put that aside with things like that. I think he was very brave. And I'm sure he'll, help a lot of people by the things he came out with. And sometimes you just got to have that little bit of understanding. We put footballers on a pedestal, that they're like robots, machines. And listen, I thought it was a brilliant interview by Gary Neville. And listen, I think you've seen the impact on social media, the support that he's getting from players, ex-players, pundits, fans. Everybody's backing him, and some of the stuff he said was obviously crazy. So I commend him. I actually met him twice, Dele Alli. Once in London and once in Milton Keynes, only briefly. But he's, he seems like a cool guy, I can't lie. I know sometimes it's easy, you support a club, it makes you sort of dislike a player if they play for your rival, but he seems like a decent guy, man. But so I hope he can get his football career back on track. Just shows the players we watch are human. Yeah, we put them on a pedestal, don't we? Because, footballers are viewed like that they're bigger, better, badder, nothing should affect them. But, you listen to his interview, that he's been through a lot, you can tell. And obviously he tells us. I hope he has a good season at Everton, man. Listen, if anybody's going to sort Dele Alli out, it's got to be Sean Dyche. We bricks, we wood, we concrete. We'll sort Dele out, no problem. I won't do too much of that, because I still got a bit of a cold myself. But yeah, big up Dele Alli, man. Good luck to him. Yeah, the home kit. I can't lie. I said this the other day. I think this is the best Arsenal home kit in years. And I mean years. Because the Puma kits I didn't like. Trossard, back post. Stands it up. Oh, it's headed away. Kivior does look sharp. Ball to the byline. Ben White whips it across. Cleared at the near post. Comes out. Partey tries to play a 1-2. They're queuing up here. Shot by Nelson. Tipped over the bar for a corner. Arsenal dominating. And it goes out for a corner. I'm hoping we win this 4 or 5-0. Salma said that Dyche accent is why I subscribe. It's got to be done, and it's got to be done. Zinni to miss the next 2 friendlies. Have they said that? I haven't heard that. That'd be disappointing. Curtis, you paid £7 for a stream that's behind. They're bumping me, man. They're bumping me, Arsenal. It's not good enough. You should have a members-only singing session. It can happen if it needs to. It can happen. Corner to Arsenal. Saka to take it in. Swing arc. Cleared away by the keeper. Comes out. Shot. Just wide. Volleyed wide there. I think that was Nelson. And he goes out for a goal kick. Arsenal dominating, leading 1-0. Saka with the goal. You got to make some Shaw Dyche merch. Eat bricks, we eat wood, we eat concrete. Respectfully disagree, said Ghosted. Dele Alli is a plant. Seen him on a night out. He is what most people thought he was, regardless of his problems. He's playing crap. Listen, life is about opinions, innit? I don't know him personally. I'm just saying when I met him, he seemed all right. No problem, you know. And I wish him the best. I wish him the best in getting his career back on track, you know. People saying the Nurnberg YouTube stream is down. It's done. They're forcing you to pay $6.99, people. I'm telling you. They're not going to let you off. They've probably shut that stream down on purpose. Arsenal starting to dominate. People saying that Trossard is playing left wing back, which is an interesting role. He's definitely not playing central, which is a strange one. Big up Christian. It's a good evening from Sweden. Curtis, did you see the Gold Cup semi-final? Trying not to talk about that, Jake. As you can see, I've been quietly refusing to talk about it. Thanks a lot, Jamaica. Build their hopes up. Go and get smashed 3-0 by Mexico at like 4 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, the less said about the Gold Cup, the better. Even the States went out. I couldn't believe it. It's wild. I was thinking USA-Jamaica final. I think it's Panama against Mexico. Fair play to them. It is what it is. Jamaica got bopped. Absolutely bopped. It's one of them, innit? Defence was getting torn apart. Yeah, USA out as well. Next friendly game is on the 19th. Oh, shot just over the bar. Partey was that. 30 yards out. Man's confidence is high, bro. No pigeons were harmed during the filming of this game. Next friendly is on the 19th, which I believe is next Wednesday. I should be at that game. MLS All-Stars, managed by Wayne Rooney, I believe. I think Kieran Gibbs was in that squad. I'm not sure. We don't speak of the Gold Cup. No, I've quietly refused to speak about that after last night. Shenanigans. Members only concert. Special guest performances by Robbie Marley. We'll get Robin, you know, he can do one of his old songs. Jason said Partey's pigeon shooting. I'm 10 minutes behind the coverage of America. Wouldn't surprise me, mate. The camera quality is shocking and everything. No booing for Partey. Maybe they're not aware of... listen, it is what it is. Let's see. The fact that he's starting just gives me a little bit of hope that he might stay. Yeah, a lot of people were saying that. Obviously, I've got the commentary turned down. Is there a reason... Have they said that in commentary that Zinchenko will be out for the next 2 games? Because a lot of people were saying that. Sebastian said he still can't find a link. Anyone got a link? Feel free to share. Kivior doing the John Stones role. You look at City this season. A lot of times they've played with 4 centre-backs in certain games. Now we know that Arteta, he's going to go down Pep Guardiola schools of thought, innit? So it wouldn't surprise me, you know, Ben White or Timber at right back, who are pretty much centre-backs. Kivior at left back, who's a centre-back. Gabriel and Saliba. Wouldn't surprise me if you see that sometimes. Good ball by Ben White to Saka. Saka's causing all sorts against this fullback. He's got him on toast. Could have been a penalty. Good little 1-2, edge of the area shot. Miss hit there. Kivior on the edge of the box having shots. What's going on? It's crazy. Kivior's enjoying himself today. Thomas Partey playing well as that lone 6 as well. Saka has got this left back on absolute strings right now. He's asking for help from the winger. Has Saka even been on holiday? I'm not even sure. Big up Vic, who said, hi Curtis, love from Malaysia. Big up. Curtis, thoughts on Henderson getting 700k to join Gerrard in Saudi, considering he's an ambassador? Listen, man, it's... Let's keep it 100, man. Let's keep it 100. A lot of things go on in a lot of countries around the world that we don't agree with, right? We probably even live in countries where things go off that we don't agree with. Ultimately, how much power do we have to influence it? That is the question. Let me tell you something. Hendo was on 150 bags a week at Liverpool. Multi-millionaire, rich man, Champions League winner. 700 bags a week. Hendo, bro, listen, you know me, people. You know me. I speak the truth. 700 bags a week? Blood fire. All that ambassador talk went out the window, right? Man said, what? Ambassador? 700 what? £1,000 a week. He gave up that ambassador role real quick. They can call him a hypocrite. He's going to be living in a mansion like you wouldn't believe. 700 bags for Henderson. I think, I don't even know. I want to know if them man know who they've actually signed. Like, I was like, what? 700 bags for Henderson? I can't see Henderson, like, being a big shirt seller in Saudi. I think they've looked at his CV and gone, what? He was captain of Liverpool when they won the Prem and the Champions League. 700 bags a week for Hendo. Man gave up that ambassador role real quick, I'm telling you. He said, what? I ain't no ambassador of anything. Show me the money, people. Show me the money. Let's just keep it 100, man. Let's keep it 100. They've given 4.5 times his current wage. They come out at the start, oh, Henderson doesn't want to leave Liverpool because he wants to go to the Euros. And he thinks he's got to play for Liverpool. That man said 700 grand a week. He said, don't worry, man. I'll watch the Euros in my mansion and my swimming pool. Swimming pool's looking like the ocean, bro. It's mad. Here's Saka again. Oh, shots blocked. Up in the air. Keeper punches it out. Money talks, people. They go, hello, Hendo. Do you want to come and play for El Etifak? He said, nah, man. You know, I'm an ambassador. I'm going to stick by my principles, man. I'm going to stay at Liverpool and go to the Euros. 700,000 a week, I'm on the next flight. Forget being an ambassador. Don't worry about the Euros. I'll watch it from my swimming pool. I can't blame him, man. Come on, man. 700 bags a week. Man said, what kind of ambassador of what? I'm gone. Oh, shot by Saka, saved at the near post. Saka's bossing this game right now. Goalkeeper had to shake his hand after. Man stung his hand. Man said, 700. What? I'm off. I can't blame him. Curtis Shaw doing Saudi watch-alongs next year. Listen, I said it the other day and somebody said in the comments, I can't forget who it was. He goes, oh, this is similar to the Chinese league. I said, bro, this is not like the Chinese league. They got a few big names. The Saudis are not ramping. They've had one transfer window. One transfer window. They've pulled out Kante, Benzema, Henderson, Mendy, Koulibaly. These man ain't playing games. They'll be in the Champions League in 2 or 3 years. Mark my words. Them man are not ramping. They're not messing about at all. Firmino's there as well. Big up, Ryan. Nice to hear from you again, Curtis. Always support you, Ryan from Barbados. Big up yourself, bro. Shake Al Short. Listen, if Henderson can get 700 grand a week, and I'm telling you now, right, Henderson is not an amazing footballer. He's become a very solid player in that system at Liverpool. He's not a 700 bags footballer. Surely I can get 5 grand a week. I'll play in the, if they've got a 2nd or 3rd division, just play me attacking mid, 6-7 grand a week. Get me in Saudi, 2nd or 3rd division. I'm on it. This brother's on Henderson, 700 grand. Jeez. They'll be in the Champions League 2 or 3 years. Don't worry about that. Oh, it's got to be a team in Europe. They'll say, oh, Europe. Okay, how about 100 million in one payment, tax-free. They'll be in the Champions League. Watch. All these Saudi teams will be in the Champions League in a few years. Free kick to Arsenal. Fabio whips it in. It's an absolute shocker. He's put it out for a goal kick. I'm not being harsh on him. Honestly, it's a terrible free kick. They're the little things why I say, but let me not say too much. Bro, you better pick your Saudi team now. Open up a new market for C Unit. Bro, I'll do Saudi watch-alongs. Ronaldo against Benzema. It's going to get serious over there, trust me. They need a couple big hitters who are in their prime of their career to elevate the league. You know, a lot of the players they're signing are in their 30s, past their best. It's serious. You can't turn. I'm telling you now, Henderson doesn't want to go Saudi, but he's got no choice. Henderson was thinking, I want to stay at Liverpool, Liverpool captain. There's a rebuild going on. Win the Europa League, go to the Euros with England. He said, yo, I can't turn that money down. 3-year contract on 700 grand a week. It's serious, people. It's serious. It's going to get serious over there. Throw into Nuremberg. 24 minutes gone. Who just said that? I wish they would take Fabio V. I'm telling you, Ant-Man, they can have him. When we did the buy, sell, keep, some people said I was very harsh because I said that I would sell Fabio. People were like, he's had one season, hasn't had a pre-season, he deserves another year. And I do understand that. Sometimes players, second season, you see a different player. I just don't see it with this guy. I don't doubt that technically he's got some ability and he can pass and he can shoot. But I just don't see it. I hope I'm totally wrong. I hope I'm sitting here in a year and he looks like Bernardo Silva. But not right now. Not right now. He's way off it. And it's not like we got him for 6, 7, 8, 9 million. 35 million. Wasn't no peanuts. Arsenal playing well, keeping the ball well. Kivior playing inverted, looking like John Stones. John Layout, big up yourself, bro. He said, I'm taking the bag. You'll see me at Gatwick. We should give them Mo El Neni. Tell them he's the Egyptian Makalele. When the arrows knock, all you hear is coins, bro. I'm telling you, they got serious stuff. Serious stuff. Big up John Layout with the Danielson picture. Cormac, Curtis, do you think Partey and Tierney will stay? I got a feeling one of them probably leaves. I'm not sure which one. The Tierney links have gone quiet, but if Zinchenko's not playing and you're playing Kivior at left back, what does that say about Tierney's future? It's almost pointless him staying. The fact that the Saudi clubs are trying to get Partey, you know, they're not going in for many players and not getting them. Here come Arsenal again, goes out for a corner. But I hope we keep both of them. You know, I think they're both important players. Big C, check Sky on Twitter 5 minutes ago. Arsenal will finalise Rice tomorrow. Let's have a look. Corner to Arsenal. No, it went out for a goal kick, actually. Sorry, apologies. What they saying? Declan Rice. Yeah. Yeah, just seen that on Sky. West Ham have been promised the paperwork for the Declan Rice deal with Arsenal will be delivered and signed by tomorrow. Yeah, I'm seeing it. Do you know what it is with the Declan Rice thing? I've got to be honest. I'm just at the point where I'm like, all the close, gonna happen. Now they're promising. Oh, we're assuring them and we're promising them. You know, I want to see him holding up the shirt. I'm not interested in anything other than him holding up the Arsenal shirt. Sky Sports News, 10 minutes ago, West Ham have been assured the paperwork for the transfer of Declan Rice to Arsenal will be finalised tomorrow. I told you, Arsenal love a Friday announcement. Timber or Rice. Mate, they might even surprise us and do both of them. Do Timber in the daytime and do Rice at night. But, you know, it is what it is. Close, assured, promised. Just get him holding up the shirt. That's all we're interested in. And move on to the next one, you know. Don't care no more, said South London's finest. Arsenal still in possession, keeping the ball well. Jansen said, promise, Ciara. Old school. Journalist talk, yeah, exactly. They love it, don't they? Richard, I think Trossard's playing like a wing-back. Arsenal caught on the ball there, Ben White. Shot goes wide. It wasn't Ben White, in fact, it was Kivior. See, that's the danger. Looks great, you know, got pressed there and lost the ball. In the Prem, you get punished with things like that. Playing against better opposition. And this is what I'm saying. And I said this before and I'll say it again, right? I know that Pep is the blueprint. He's the best manager in the world. The style of football is unbelievable. I get it. I think sometimes you have to ignore some of the things that he does. Ultimately, the only team that has stopped Pep at Manchester City is Liverpool. And Liverpool's style was a little bit different. So I think he needs to understand, don't copy everything that Pep does. We don't have the players to do it. You know, Kivior is not John Stones. John Stones, for me, I would say, is an absolute top quality centre-back. I think he's massively underrated. I usually say that English players have English tax and they're overrated. I actually think John Stones is underrated. I think he could play for most teams in world football. He's that good on the ball. Saka is down, jumped up for a header and landed on his back. That is never a good sign. And the players are having a water break. 29 minutes gone in the game, people. I think sometimes he's got to go, okay, Pep's doing inverted left back, doesn't mean you have to do it. Well, you know, sometimes do something different, because ultimately, he's the master of that. How do you outdo the master doing the same thing that he does? I think sometimes you've got to do your own thing a little bit. Saka's up. And he's all right now. Saka shouldn't even be playing, said Sultan. Well, ultimately, he does have to play, don't he? You've still got to get him fit. Let me get into these super chats. S. Ronnie said, I'm guilty. I'm the take my money too. George G said that the announcement will be more of a relief than an excitement. And I think you're right there. We'll just be like, damn, finally it's done. You know, it'll probably be an average video announcement. And we'll be like, okay, you made us wait 2 weeks for that. But listen, it will be great. I think they've delayed it for the America tour. I honestly do. I think they want it close to that America tour to hype up everything about that tour, which it will, to be honest. Alexander said, Curtis, do you see this Saudi madness as a treat to football or something of a positive? That's a great question, actually. How do we actually view this situation in Saudi? Do we view it as a positive because it's an opportunity to build another league up in a different part of the world? Or do we view it as a negative because they're pulling out top players from Europe and putting them into a league that at the moment is substandard? So, you know, we've lost Cristiano Ronaldo, you know, to Saudi football. Now, ultimately, we would love to still have him in the Champions League. And Karim Benzema's gone. And, you know, they nearly got Messi. You know, Messi said he was tempted. The offer was unbelievable. They offered him $1 billion over 5 years. I think we've got to give it time. I don't like to be snobbish and say, you know, football is just about Europe and it's only about the Prem and the French League and Serie A and La Liga. There's always room for growth in football. I think at the moment, fans will see it as a negative because they don't want to see Ronaldo, Benzema, Kante playing in the Saudi league. But if they build that league properly and invest in it how they can, great stadiums, facilities, it may end up becoming a top quality league. You never know, people. I told you, these guys are not here to play games. Their money is seriously long. They can invest billions into that league. I always thought the MLS was going to become a top league. To be honest, I'm really surprised it didn't. But I don't think they invested the same type of money into it. I don't think they're as interested in making the MLS a top-level league as maybe the Saudis are. Thomas Partey gives away a silly foul there, kicks the back of his leg. The Prem's going to move to Saudi. I think eventually, was it the Spanish Super Cup game was played abroad in the summer. I think eventually you'll start seeing the Community Shield and things like that played in other countries. A lot of people saying they don't like this goalkeeper kit that Aaron Ramsdale's wearing. Free kick whipped in for Nurnberg, headed away. It's like a lime, well, no, bright green. Nurnberg again, ball whipped in, cleared away. Arsenal hit them on the break. Oh, threat. I read it as treat. Yeah, I get your threat. Apologies. Italian Cup final happens in Saudi now, people are saying. Because they'll pay big money for it. They will pay big money, you know, to get that, to get those games. And Community Shield games like that, they don't make big money off them games anymore. So if they come over and say, we'll give you millions. Here's Saka. On his left foot, whips it to the back post. It goes over Eddie's head and goes out for a goal kick. He got too much on it. Boss J said, my stream is light years behind. It's crazy because some people are saying their stream's ahead of mine and some are behind. I think it's just pot luck in it, really. Is Ramsdale wearing the away kit? No, he's wearing the goalie kit, which doesn't look great. Curtis, honest opinion, do you reckon we'll win this game 5-0? I would have said so after scoring so early, but I don't think it will be as much as that now. Even though Nurnberg are a second division team in Germany, I don't think they're that bad. They look quite well organised. Big up Tony, who said Saudi League is about to become the Master League, eh? Master League settings, man. Pro Evo days. Legendary. Big up Adar with the super sticker. Appreciate that. Thank you very much to you. Fabio is looking a waste of 35 million, says Boss J. Joe said Fabio's falling over his own feet. Listen, I'm harsh. I'm harsh, people. I just say what I see as a player. Sometimes you can write a player off too early, but he doesn't impress me. He just does not impress me at all. But he's going to be here for this season. I just think they're going to give him another year. Big C, what is your prediction? Mine is 5-2. I think I said 4-0. 4 or 5-0. But it depends on the system we go with second half. Looking forward to seeing Havertz. Looking forward to seeing Balogun. And the role that they play as well. But Jesus on the bench as well. So if he puts Jesus up front, is he just going to shove Balogun out wide, which is no good for him? Jesus can play out wide, so it would make more sense to play Balogun through the middle, push Jesus out wide, and maybe play Havertz in that attacking midfield role. Fabio is weak, bro. You can tell when someone has a future, getting Pepe vibes with him. I just don't see how he gets in the team in the Premier League. I just don't see it. I feel the Europa League was actually a good thing for Fabio because it guaranteed him game time with less pressure. This year in the Champions League, you're going to be, it's going to be difficult because you're not going to have a lot of time to give him. Pepe was probably ahead of Vieira. We saw glimpses of the quality with him. Why always me said, I think Pep is paying Arteta to try some tactics, and then from that, Pep learns what to play in the Premier League. We are really the experiment for them. The conspiracy theories, yeah. We're the training ground for Manchester City. But it'll be interesting. Kwame said this season we must win the Premier League title. Listen, I said it the other day. Somebody asked me, do you think Arsenal win the league this year? I don't think so yet. I think we need 2 or 3 more high-quality players to catch Man City. I still think we need a striker. I still think we need another centre midfielder. If I was really stretching it, I would try and get a right winger as well to challenge Saka. But to do those 3 signings on top of what we've already done, we've spent 210 million once Timber and Rice come in. To get a striker, a right winger, and a centre mid, you're probably looking at another 150 million. Can Arsenal spend 360, 370 million in one window with financial fair play and stuff? I don't know. You've got to sell players for good money to be able to do that. Arsenal refusing to look for a striker is mind-boggling. I don't get it. I really don't get it. It just shows you that Eddie Nketiah or Balogun will be at the club next season. And I mean, there was links at one stage that Eddie could go, but I don't think he'll sell Eddie. I just don't. I think he loves him. I don't know what it is. He loves the way he trains. He runs around a lot. I don't know. He's probably an easy player to manage and trains well. But Choo, Tony and Gnabry. If we sign Tchouaméni, Ivan, Tony and Gnabry, I would genuinely sit here with chest and say, I think we can win the title this year. That's the kind of level we need to be at. But Tchouaméni is going to cost you 80 million. That's apparently what they want. Ivan Toney costs you, I reckon, 50, 60 million, even with a ban. Gnabry's going to cost you 50, 60. So you're talking about what? You're talking about 200 million to get those 3. So we'd be spending 400 plus million in one window. It's just not going to happen at Arsenal, I'm afraid. Cormac said Curtis is a trophyless season, game over for Arteta. I think for me, everything is circumstantial, isn't it? If we got to the Champions League semi-final and we finished second again, that would still be viewed as progress. But I suppose the problem we've got is there's only 4 trophies. And realistically, nobody expects Arsenal to win the Champions League. And I don't think many people expect us to win the Premier League at the moment. So you're talking about FA Cup and Carabao Cup. I mean, I don't think they would sack him if he got top 4 and didn't win a trophy. I think they would continue with him. But I would like to see us win a trophy. I think 3 years without a trophy is too long. But we've got no divine right. Yeah, maybe we'll win the Emirates Cup and the Community Shield. You know, maybe we'll win those 2. Win a double, people. But I would like to see us win a trophy this year. I really would. Big C, do you think this Arsenal team will have the motivation to go again for the Premier League rather than people saying Man City won't after the treble, says Neha? Listen, Arsenal players have got no excuse to not be motivated. I think Man City have got more that excuse. Man City could say, well, we just won the treble. We're not as hungry anymore. Take their foot off the gas. That's what we're hoping for. Arsenal don't have any excuse. Ramsdale, Saka, Martinelli, Ben White, Gabriel, Saliba, and a lot of these guys have not won major trophies. So they've got no excuse. They need to win trophies. They should be desperate to win the Premier League. Well, Jesus and Zinchenko obviously won trophies at City, but they also have no excuse with that. They need to win big trophies. You know, the trophies elevate you as a footballer to the next level. You know, if we'd have won the title, people would now be talking about Saka worldwide as a superstar. Even though he is becoming a superstar, that title would have elevated him and Martinelli quicker, you know? Who's number 24 for us? Reece Nelson. Not having a great game. Got to be totally honest. It's only a pre-season friendly. No need to get carried away. When you look at the way Saka is destroying the fullback on the other side, Nelson doesn't look as effective. False Manager said Liverpool won the title the year after they lost out to City the first time. We must. I hear you. I feel like Liverpool were throwing that jab at City for a couple of years and then they came with a big hook. They got the title, but they won the Champions League. They won the FA Cup. They won everything. Big up Gunnar Motley. Hope you're well, bro. He said, big up Curtis and C Unit. Glad Arsenal are back. Started doing videos on my channel again today. Just want to say big love to you, Curtis. When his nan passed away, I showed him love. Hey, big up, bro. Thoughts go out to you, man. Never an easy time to lose a family member. I know you've got a YouTube channel. People go and support him if you want to check out his content. And appreciate you tuning in, bro. Big up Southern Guna as well. Hope you're well, Matt. He said, big up, brother Curtis. Been working in these streets. Currently listening on the road. Hey, appreciate your support, bro. Do your thing. Hopefully you'll be on the US tour somewhere as well. Let me know if you're going to any of the games. Have you tried the Freds app? Also, who'd you back in a Zuck v Musk fight? That'd be an interesting one. I reckon Musk looks a little more streetwise than Zuckerberg, you know. But no, I'm not on the Freds app, man. They got some dodgy privacy rules on there. Oh, ball whipped across. Headed away. Diaby needs to be brought in. I think there could be a late move for him. No information about Timber at the moment. I think we'll get announcements tomorrow and Saturday. Oh, Zuckerberg trains MMA. I'll let him off. Smooth one, Jay. I did talk about Delhi, but just to reiterate, listen, he's got my full support, is what I will say. I think he was very brave, and I think we have to understand that footballers are not robots. We elevate them and put them on a pedestal because of their success. But ultimately, they suffer like us. You know, so I commend him for that interview. Unfortunately, I'll be in Dallas working. No worries, bro. No worries. Here come Arsenal. Ball whipped across. The goalkeeper claims it. 2 minutes till half time. Well, we've been the better team. We've been on the ball. I think after scoring so early in the game, there was a feeling that we would go on and win it 4-5, 6-0. But Nurnberg are not too bad. They're quite well organised. Esroni said with $1.1 billion, pounds, euros, squad worth, we better win trophies this coming season. Although I do think that whole worth and value of players is very flawed. I saw a thing them saying Ramsdale was the second, was it, most valuable goalkeeper in world football. I'm like, how? How is he the second most? Like, yeah, because he's young and he plays for England and he plays for Arsenal. You know, it doesn't work like that. Does not work like that at all. You know, Alisson and keepers like Alisson's 30 years of age, which I know is a bit old, but not for a goalkeeper. There are still a number of goalkeepers that are better than Ramsdale. So I think they were capping a little bit. But I understand what they were saying. I get it. We got a lot of young players that have a lot of value. Oh, he was first, not even second. I think it was down to contract length, age, whether you're an international, and the team that you played for. So they were trying to say that he was the most valuable. I thought it was second. Big up Trini Gunu said, big up on the 64k, Big C. Big up community. I didn't even realise we'd hit it, but I appreciate that. Here come Arsenal. Foul by Eddie Nketiah. He's been non-existent. And I'm not saying that just to throw shade at him. He's been very quiet. 30 is literally your prime as a keeper. It probably is, to be honest. Did I miss any dad jokes? I don't think I've done one yet. But they're always lurking in the background. John Layat, big up with the super chat, bro. What would you say is the best ever football console PC game? For me, it's PES 6. Most underrated championship manager. 97, 98, 01, 02. Take me back. I always liked the PES that had... I think Adriano was on the front. I can't remember what PES that is. Let me have a look. PES Adriano. Which one was that? I can't even remember. PES 6. Oh, yeah. Same one. PES 6. Adriano on the front. A lot of these games, I forget which ones they are. But, yeah, PES 6 was legendary. I'm not even saying that was the best one. It's just one that sticks out in my mind that I played a lot. But there were a lot. ISS Pro, International, Superstar Soccer, Deluxe. That was like one of the early ones. But, yeah, there's more. The one with Kalina on the front as well. That was a good one. There's so many, I forget. But, yeah, that one with Adriano was a good one. But I think some of the earlier ones, even before that, were classics. PS2 used to have memory cards. Bro, I had a red memory card. Most people had the grey one that you got as standard. I had the red one. I used to turn up, go to my friend's house, take it out. I said, listen, it's red because you're in trouble. That's, it's danger. But yeah, them old school memories, man. Them old school games. I think it was FIFA Road to World Cup 98, was it? With the indoor mode on FIFA, where you could bounce the ball off the wall. Geez, Saka just got wiped out there. He's slapping the floor, which is never a good sign. Saka just worries me, I don't know how he gets through a season without getting injured. He just gets wiped out. Adriano PES was legendary. 99 shot power, man. You couldn't go wrong. Roberto Carlos. I remember the early PES games. I used to play Roberto Carlos up front. 99 pace. Hey, bro, listen, don't you dare do this. Don't you dare do this. Big up Jar Digger. Make sure you follow him. Best artist in knots, by the way. Halftime whistle goes, by the way. One time, let me tell you about this guy. This guy bought a New York Knicks hat, right? And I used to love my basketball. New York Knicks, Patrick Ewing, sweaty forehead, Jamaican as well. This guy brought a New York Knicks snapback. Just bought it that day and I liked it. I was like, yo, listen. Me and him was going training. Kidderminster Harriers. He's probably smiling already. He knows. And we said, we'll play pro. Whoever wins has got to pay for the other one's train ticket, right? And we was only young back then. So the train ticket might be like £10, £15. It's pricey when you're a kid. We played first to 5. I beat him. And he said, I'll give you my hat instead. I said, I'll take the hat. New York Knicks settings. A man had to lose the hat, bro. You know what I mean? So don't you dare come in this chat. I was a big boy player on Pro Evo. The streets don't forget people. But hey, big him up. Make sure you follow him on YouTube as well. Great artist. Pass that hat over, bro. Joe Digger, JDZ Media. If you know, you know. Yeah, come on, man. You see the music videos and that. But anyway. Curtis, would you do a giveaway at 100k subs? Yeah, I'll probably do one before that. I like to look after the community, you know. We've done a few giveaways. We'll do one before that. But yeah, anyway, half-time whistle has gone, people. Arsenal lead 1-0. It's difficult viewing. Not because it's a bad game. It is a little bit boring. But because the camera quality is shocking. Arsenal charging $6.99. And it looks like they're recording on a Nokia 3310 or something like that. But yeah, anyway, we lead 1-0. Saka with the goal. We've been the better team. I would have liked to have seen us score a couple more goals. But we've been much the better team, if I would say. I think Nelson struggled to get past that right back. Eddie's been very quiet. And the boy Fabio V, man, he just doesn't look like that guy. I don't like to write players off. I'm just not convinced by him. I really am not. This 4 centre-backs at the back system is not working. We don't have the players. I mean, you'll get away with it against Nurnberg. You ain't getting away with it in the Premier League against City. Martins was 99 pace. Yeah, he was a beast. Babangida and them, man. Ice Cube said, Curtis, where and what time is the meet-up in New York? Forgive me. I'll have to let you know on the next stream again. I had the details to hand on my phone. I don't know where it is, but I'll let you know. There's a couple meetups in Washington. I believe there's 1 or 2 in New York and a couple in LA. So I will let you all know. I will let you all know. Big up Ben Guna. I actually met him last year in Orlando. So big up yourself, bro. Appreciate your support in the community as always. Vieira and Kivior are so poor. Yeah, Kivior, he looked all right in the first 10, 15 minutes. And then he started getting caught on the ball. Comedy slips, Big C, Caicedo to Chelsea, almost to here we go. Listen, we should be signing him, but here's what it is. All the money's gone into Rice, no money left. Ice Cube, oh no, I read that one. Imagine if we'd have signed Caicedo and Rice. That's your midfield fixed for years, you know. Got to see Havertz. Listen, I expect substitutions at half-time. And I'd like to see Havertz come on. I'd like to see Balogun come on as well. Jar Digger is JDZ Media. I didn't know this. I know Beer Bron, man, who'd been on that channel back in the day. Yeah, man, he's proper, man. Great lyricist. Jar Digger, man. Lazy first half. Really a training match exercise rather than a match. First game, I mean, they played a behind closed doors game last week against Watford, but pre-season is a slow builder. And I know as a player, you know, you tend to improve as the games go on. You look at last year, look at the way we finished pre-season. Slapped up Chelsea, you know, beat the Orlando side as well. We got better as pre-season went on. It's not about how you start. You know, Man United fans yesterday were saying they didn't look great against Leeds yesterday. It's about building up, climbing up that ladder and being sharp for that first game of the season. 2.7k tuned in. I appreciate it. We're on subscriber only mode. So it is VIP settings today, you know, for the games. I think it's best to look after the subscribe community. It also encourages people who aren't subscribed to click that button. So yeah, man, big up to everyone tuned in. Big up everyone on Twitch as well. Can't forget the Twitch gang, YouTube business as well. C-Unit business. The tour really begins on Monday when Shaw on tour arrives in Washington, D.C., people. We're taking over D.C., New York, L.A. The tour's going to be fire. Looking forward to it. Declan Rice announcement could be tomorrow. Sky confirming that Arsenal will send all the paperwork back to West Ham tomorrow. So looking forward to that. Cello said, I just don't understand how Caicedo was priority in January. Now he is not. After what happened, I think that Rice, I think they did the groundwork to get Rice months and months ago. And I think they said, listen, if you can get Caicedo in January, we'll take him. But when it comes to the summer, Rice is the #1 priority. So that's what I think. As I've said before, Declan Rice is more than, you're signing more than a player. You're signing a guy that's going to sell shirts. He wears number 41. It's a little bit, you know, he's made that shirt his thing. He's a future captain. He'll probably end up being the England captain once Kane goes. He'll be another star boy with Saka, Declan Rice. You know, he's got good banter. He does interviews. Caicedo doesn't speak great English. He's not going to be captain. I don't think he's a shirt seller. He plays for a country in South America, not one of the major ones in terms of Brazil, Argentina. To the club, Declan Rice is more... I mean, Boston just said it there. Captain, leader, future England captain. And Armino said Rice is a different type of... It's an investment. You're signing a player. You're signing a future captain as well. Chris said, big up, bro. Just watch the Dele Alli overlap. It touched my heart. When players have had a bad season, it takes a toll on their life, just like Rashford and Sancho. Safe recovery. I echo your thoughts, bro. I've spoke about it a couple of times, but just to reiterate, I wish Dele Alli all the best. And we have to understand that these guys are human beings. And I think people have to understand that one thing about pressure, and listen, I never played at the level these guys played at, but even the level I played, like, your brain doesn't switch off. You're under so much pressure. You question yourself all the time. And in football, you're consistently chasing. It's like a never-ending game of chasing success because fans forget quickly. You can have a good season. You start that next season bad. People don't give a damn how good you were last season. You know, and those pressures take their toll, man. So I wish him all the best. I hope he has a good season at Everton. Fitz said, when is the London meetup? Big C moving like Arsenal when it comes to the UK fans. Don't worry, looking to get it organised, and I'm already in talks about a venue. So we ain't forgetting about the local fans as well, Fitz. Big up yourself. Looking to get that done over the summer. Maybe August. We'll try and get it done if we can. And big up African Soldier. Sack of Rice. Hey, listen, bro. You wouldn't have been saying that if you were signing him. You were favourites to get him, but... yeah, listen, I'll reserve judgment on Rice. Hopefully the Rice ain't overcooked, African Soldier. Oh, no, apologies. I'm mixing you up with African Giant. I'm sorry, but Vieira is an absolute boo-boo player. There you go. You're not wrong. I'm not even going to argue. And Young Gunner said, get rid of Fabio. He makes me sick. Stop all these brown envelope signings. How is a Kiwi starting over a Tesco bag? And John 10 said, how is Fabio Vieira a pro footballer? I mean, pro footballer, I'll let it slide. But pro footballer in the Prem for Arsenal, come on. Do me a favour. He's not that guy. I just don't see it. If it happens, I'll be shocked. But I do. If anybody thinks that this Fabio guy is going to be a top Arsenal player, I don't see it for 1 second. He's weak. He's ineffective. Not good enough for me. Part-time party said, Big C, I'll be at the New York game. First ever Arsenal game. I'll be pumped. Hopefully can see some of the community. Yeah, man. Big up, bro. Looking forward to it. Fabio isn't good enough. Not for me. If anyone believes they can't be a footballer, just watch Fabio. Oh, no. It's bad. It is bad. He looks way off it. Again, today, you would think, looking at Fabio today, that we just signed him. You would be like, wow, he's just signed. He's not settled yet, blah, blah, blah. He's been here a year. He looks the same. Doesn't look any bigger. Doesn't look any different on the ball. It's worrying. It is worrying. Why always me? Our next signing is Haaland's brother, probably. Yeah, I think United are trying to buy that Højlund, you know, the B-Tech Haaland. But we'll see. Maybe Bitello, the Brazilian Donny, will be the next one, you know. He just can't get up to speed. It happens sometimes, you know. I said it before and I say it again. The Prem ain't for everyone. The Prem is not for everyone. That's why certain men don't come in. Because it's quick, it's physical, and it's unforgiving. It doesn't work for everyone. African Giant said, give him a 6-year contract. Nah, bro, we need to shift him. We need to shift him. He needs to go on loan somewhere. Ice Cube, we're going to do the member stream on Sunday. Zodakan said, Fabio played fine. You're creating an agenda. He played beautiful passes. If I speak, I'm suspended 6 months. Simple as that. I'm sorry, people. If I speak, I'm suspended 6 months. Even in the what do you call it? The training video. The coach was speaking about Fabio. He said, you've passed him the ball and you've left him. You've given him no option. You've got an agenda. Give Fabio a chance. He's the new Bernardo Silva. That's what they tell me on Twitter. I'm waiting to see it. We'll look out for you in New York City. Hope to see you. Big up Sky Touche. Like I said, I'll let the community know where the meetups are. Hopefully see some of the community in America. I'm not scared to disagree. Nah, listen, I respect it. I always said this community is not, it's not the get-along gang. If you think I'm wrong, you tell me, but just be respectful with it. Although Elliot's saying time out for Donny. Nah, listen, I personally, I thought he was meaty in that first half. We're playing against a German second division team. He should be getting on the ball and bopping. You know what I mean? I'm not seeing it, but, you know, opinions respectfully, you know. Maybe I didn't see some of it. I do concentrate on the chat a lot, especially during these preseason games. Bernardo Silva's IQ is 100 times better. Ad said, I'm going to watch Arsenal v Monaco. Fair play. That game sold out quick. Cooper said, hopefully I'll catch you in New York. Let me know, bro. Ian said, that's why I call him Fraudio. Ready for Kai and Balogun. Now, that's interesting. How is the situation going to occur with the substitutions at half time? Who's going to come on? I want to see Havertz and Balogun on at half time. That's what I want to be seeing. But let's see. Let's see who they bring on. Eddie wanting that 14 shirt was deluded confidence. Ish said Jesus might play right wing. You planning to do some collabs with troops? So yeah, we'll definitely link up. Definitely link up. I think he's already in America. James on AFTV gets shocked when people say Vieira isn't good. Yeah, no, I don't rate him. I don't rate him at all. Jar said, Curtis, how hard is London to live for someone looking to study, work there? What's the situation like? I always say London is a city of opportunity like most big cities. If you're successful in London, you are doing well. Worldwide, you're going to do well. But London is so expensive to live in a decent area, and you know it's very busy. You've got to, if you're living in London, you got to handle business. That's all I can say. If you're living in London, you got to handle your business, because if you don't, then you're gonna end up, it's survival rather than living. You know, so you got to make sure you're handling biz. You got to have a little money there. You know, yeah, like New York. You know how the big cities are: New York, LA, Paris, London. Them places there are expensive. You don't want to live in a big city just to say I'm living in a big city. You know, you've got to live in a nice area. In my opinion, you live in a big city, you got to live in a nice area. To live in a nice area, you got to have some dough in your pocket. You know, some people, I know people that live in, you know, big cities and that, but they're not living good, but they just want to say they're living there. But you know how it goes. You know how it goes. Most big cities are the same, you know. Right, the players are coming back out. I'm just waiting to see the substitutions. Quite a lot of people there. Kaya's a 10 or 8 second half. The players are just coming back out. Menti said, this is why I emigrated to a Greek island. I live in a big house with a pool. I pay a fraction of what you would for a closet in London. London's crazy, bro. London rent prices are absolutely outrageous. Right. Tierney, Jesus, Cedric, Jorginho, Hein, Havertz. You're doing Balogun dirty, aren't you? You're doing him dirty. Even Heinz Beans is getting on the pitch. Let me calm down. It's only a pre-season friendly. Get Balogun on! Man just scored 21 league goals. You're giving Cedric a run out. You ain't giving Balogun a run out. Big up Cedric, my petrol station brethren. But what the... Jorginho's on as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 changes. You're making 6 changes. And Balogun's not one of them. Come on, man. Come on. I'm not happy with that. Treating Balogun like some side dish. And bringing on Cedric. Even Heinz Baked Beans getting a run out in goal. Not happy with that. Havertz is on though, 65 million. Kevin! What is going on? Where is Balogun, man? Balogun is what I'm calling him from now. Balogun. Gone as in gone with the wind, gone elsewhere. Heinz Beans goes in goal. Cedric comes on at right back, I'm assuming. I haven't seen who came off, actually. Balogun don't get no game time, you know. Yeah, I'm sure in the US they'll give him game time. You got to start him against MLS All-Stars next week, man. I'm disappointed. I think Eddie's... Is Eddie still on? Oh, people saying Villa have just bid for Diaby. Second half about to get underway. A lot's going off at once. Has there been some breaking news? Second half underway, people. Oliver said FIFA 11-12 was OG. We could shoot beer long and practice area was fun. Yeah, FIFA's gone downhill badly. Badly. I think FIFA's really poor now. US games for Balogun. Big up Oliver with the super chat, by the way. Appreciate that. Won't this be a second US meetup, none in the UK? Well, being on tour and linking up with the community is a bit different. And obviously there's events over there. The one in the UK I'm organising myself, so it's a little bit more difficult, Fitz. Go easy, Fitz. Go easy. We'll make it happen. Don't worry. Balogun is currently chatting to Toddy. Well, Chelsea were being linked. I don't think it's a real link. I can't lie. I think it's made up, but... Ballers, maybe they're saving Balogun for the US, but he's got to get some game time, surely. What's going on Twitter, people? People telling me that this Diaby offer to Villa. Diaby to Villa, have they made an official offer? Yep. Fabrizio, 4 minutes ago, he understands Aston Villa have made an official bid for Moussa Diaby, 35 million euros plus add-ons. This is the real fee. Bayer Leverkusen rejected, but told the negotiations are still ongoing. The deal is on. Diaby wants to move and has already said yes to Villa, and Leverkusen are aware of that. Ain't it crazy, people? Is it not crazy, yeah, that we tried to get this guy in January and they quoted us 100 million euros? And I get it, Arsenal tax, and Mudryk was going for that price. And Villa are offering 45 million euros. Apparently it was 10 million euros in add-ons. 45 million euros. Now, it's been rejected. But they're probably 50 odd, 60 million euros, maybe 50 million quid. They're going to get him. How good is he? Is the question. You know, you have to wonder. I remember when Leon Bailey was ripping that league apart. And I was like, yo, I want Leon Bailey at Arsenal. He's gone to the Prem and not really done that much. So how good is Diaby is sort of the question. But looks like they're going to get him. But we need a right winger. We've been linked with him. You can get him on the cheap. Surely we should be hijacking that. Unai's doing well, man. Villa owners have bread and they want Felix. I saw that. You can't be letting João Felix go to Villa. I'm sorry. I'd take João Felix at Arsenal on loan as well for the year. But... bang average. People's false manager said he's bang out. Havertz with a little run there gets an elbow in the face. Ghosted said, oh, you're doing a meet and greet in England. How's that going to work? It'd just be, not in my... I just want it to be relaxed. A get together, a little music, some discussion, a few guests. Just a link up, you know, just a link up. Felix better than Eddie. Miles better. Free kick to Arsenal, whipped in. It's flicked on. It's up in the air. Nurnberg head it away. Can Havertz get a goal? Keeper collects now. Boss J, we will regret not getting Diaby. I'm actually a little bit all over the place because we made 6 changes. But I don't know who came off. Berry's playing run. I'm telling you, vibes, people. Vibe settings. I'm trying to see who's still on the pitch. Who came off for Arsenal? Let's go on the Arsenal Twitter, surely. Right, here we go. Ramsdale, Saliba, Kivior, Partey, Nelson, and Saka came off. Heinz, Cedric, Tierney, Jorginho, Havertz, Jesus came on. Yeah. Interesting. Surely Balogun gets 20 minutes. Fabio slipped on the free kick. It's a free kick now to Nuremberg. Ball whipped in. Hine comes and collects it. He does well. It's a good take by Hine. Elliot, I'm in London, August 8th to the 16th. Curtis, hope you have it then. Oh, well, it could be in August. Give us a shout, though, when you're over. Luba said we need to get clubs like Luton be like middlemen. We give them the money so they buy players and we buy them for... It happens. It happens, I'm telling you. Bayern Munich gave Werder Bremen the money to buy Gnabry and then took him off them after a year. So they got a free loan and then Bayern got the player for peanuts. It happens, man. Infinite subs. Yeah, all the substitutes can come on. Fabio Prison Break, Teabag, still looking shocking. It's just not that guy, man. I'm sorry. Cedric is terrible. Get rid of that guy, says Guna Lee. You don't need to keep him, do you? You've got Ben White, you've got Timber, you've got Tomiyasu. There's no need to keep Cedric. You've just got to get him out. One question, how is King Kai doing? He's had one touch of the ball. He got elbowed in the face. I don't even know what position he's playing yet. I think he's playing behind the striker. Yeah, we've got possession. The game's slowed down. We do need to level up. It makes you realise that although we've got a very good team, when you start chipping away at the substitutes, it becomes weak very quickly. You know, in certain areas, we're still not good enough. We need to add more squad depth. I think Eddie is playing on the wing now. We need to get rid of Cedric just to free up the 17 jersey, said Salman. Cliffo said so. Partey, Fabio and Havertz in midfield. That would get rinsed in the Prem. It would. It would. Ken said, Curtis, would you take life-changing money if it meant working for Spurs and quitting YouTube? The game is the game, people. I'm not... Listen, we keep it a book. If I got to go work for them, I'll do the job terribly on purpose. Quit YouTube. You only mentioned YouTube, so we'll go Twitch. We'll go for Twitch instead. Simple. Spurs, I'll ruin their account. I'll leak all the information. You didn't say I can't do that. And I've got life-changing money. So, yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But, yeah, Saudi settings, man. You know what I mean? I want to stay at this club for life. 700,000 a week. I'll be on the next plane. Oh, dear. Sure, sabotage. Yeah, man, sabotage settings. I got to work for them. Cool, we'll do that. We'll mash up their YouTube. We'll leak their starting lineups. We'll do all sorts. Get Declan Rice on his debut. He signed 8 days ago, right? Well, hopefully tomorrow. Curtis, I thought Cedric was the gas station attendant when you got your gas, bro. He might need some petrol to sort out this performance. All Shore TV, yeah. Curtis and ex-watch-alongs. He said work for him, not support him, but I hear you. Rapid, yeah, I've had a cold, bro. I'm just getting over it. Definitely a lot better than I was, but still, we get there. Arsenal on the attack. Here's a chance, put wide. I'm sure he was offside there. Is that Gabby Jesus? I don't understand why the flag didn't go up. Please tell me he's offside there. Jesus looks like he's put weight on, by the way. Not overweight. I mean, he looks like he's put muscle on. Was he offside there? I don't understand. Did their player play the ball back? I don't get what happened. Are you telling me he was onside there, by the way? It was a throw-in. Oh, my. See, that is the problem with Gabby Jesus. And I like Gabby Jesus. You got to score that, bro. Come on. You're one-on-one with the goal. Aubameyang, at his best, scores that in his sleep. Prime Van Persie, goal. No doubt. Henry, of course. Here we go. Balogun. Here we go, fella. Yes! Ballers. Let's go. Put Jesus on the right and play Ballo through the middle. Take Eddie off. Someone's down injured. It's Trossard, the Silver Fox. Is that grey here or blonde here? I don't know. Balogun is on the way, people. I don't know how Jesus missed that. One-on-one with the keeper. I stopped. I thought he was offside. He slots it wide with his left foot. Poor. Players are having a little water break now. Trossard was getting treatment. 54 minutes gone. Balogun. AirPod Albert's got his arm around him. explaining what he wants. Eddie is on the wing. Trossard was striker. Just play Balogun through the middle. Don't complicate it. SKev, is that blonde or grey hair from Trossard? I don't know. People saying they think it's blonde. What if Spurs paid you to do their watch-alongs? I mean, you're asking. I'll celebrate the other team's goals. You know, once the money's in, they can sack me. He said life-changing money. It's got to all be paid at once, and then they can sack me. Balogun is on. Trossard comes off. 26. Balogun. Let's go. Your time. He needs to score. I'm convinced. Big up S. Ronnie with the super chat. He needs to put pressure on this manager. Trossard comes off. I think he got a little knock. Oh, no. Balogun's on the right. Or is he just taking the throw? He's playing him on the right. No, he looks like he's on the right. Is he going central? Are they going two up top? I don't know what system we're playing right now. He looks like he's playing right wing. Here we go. Press him. Press him. Yes, Ballas. Anything he does right, I'm going crazy for him. See the bruise on Martinelli's leg? I never seen it. He looks like he's playing right wing. Tactical Sabbath. It'll be, see, I gave him a chance. He didn't do anything in pre-season, you know. So it made sense to sell him. Yeah, but you played him right wing. Here come Nurnberg on the attack. They've got a couple bodies forward. If he crosses it, no, it's been slowed down. Oh, he's done all right there. No, he's overhit the cross. Goes out. Goal kick. Legend has it. Fabio is allergic to dumbbells. On the right, bro. Gosh. Play striker all season. 20 goals. There you go, mate. Go and play right wing. See what you can do. Managers at times, they just complicate. He's fully playing right wing. He's hugging the touchline. At times, managers complicate matters for no apparent reason. Like, if you're going to give... I know it's a pre-season friendly. It's not the end of the world. But he's not a right winger. Jesus has actually played right wing at times at Manchester City. So why would you not play Jesus on the right and play Balogun through the middle? I mean, is it rocket science? I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't understand it, people. But maybe I'm just getting old. You know, maybe things are never as simple as they seem, eh? He's a striker, play him up front. Sure. Hey, listen, I can't even read that out, Miguel. That's painful. Big up for the super chat, though. Young Gunner said, never seen somebody so hyped to see Balogun play. Could you imagine us selling Partey and keeping Lokonga? Shambles. Sell Eddie. He's useless. I mean, he's getting a bit more central, but hey, we'll see. Big up to Young Gunner. Southern Gunner said, pure disrespectful to Balogun. Jorginho goes down injured. Well, not injured. Goes down from the foul, wins the free kick. Inverted lineup, said Sin. Now said, just glad I didn't pay to watch this. Thanks, Curtis, for keeping me awake. Listen, if you haven't paid for this, you're not missing a lot. I'm telling you. $6.99, not a great game. Here's Cedric, right-hand side. Finds Fabio on the right now. Just keep the ball. Cedric. Balogun goes looking for it. Cedric, that's a nice ball into Fabio. What's he got? Nice footwork. Can he get away from it? It's a bit tidy there, Fabio. It's not bad, that. He didn't really go anywhere, but it was tidy. Thank God I didn't pay for this, bro. It's not worth it. I don't even know where Havertz is playing. Is he on the left? Is he playing like as a 10? Arsenal dominating possession. I'd like to see a couple more goals. Cooper said it's painful to watch. Here come Arsenal. Ball out wide. Fabio, Cedric's on the overlap. Cuts inside. Gives it to Cedric. Cuts back. Puts it wide. Good chance. Got to hit the target there. I actually thought Fabio was going to hit that. He's playing the Odegaard position. Oh, just wide. Tried to whip it into the far corner. Arteta is intentionally being vague with systems. Arteta doesn't like the number 9 position. Jesus still plays false 9. He seems to like false 9. Arteta, I don't think he's a big fan of playing an out-and-out striker. You know, he likes a player that can go and link go and do other things. Couple more changes for Arsenal coming on. Couple of the young bucks on their way. Waneri, is he coming on? Havertz is playing. He ain't got on the ball much yet. People saying he's in the Odegaard role. Fabio comes off. Who's that coming on? Waneri comes on, who made his debut as a 15-year-old. I'm assuming I think he's 16 now because he just signed a longer deal. Fabio comes off and one other coming on. Gabriel comes off. And they're not even showing you who's coming on. I didn't even see who came on, but Gabriel's off. Can we get a couple more goals? I'd like to see Balogun or Havertz score. Here's a chance. Here's a chance. Here's Balogun. He's hit the post. It's an open goal. He's got to score, Ballas. Still a chance, Jesus. It's a pinball machine. Balogun. I've always said it, people. He's not ready for the Arsenal first team. I've said it multiple... I'm joking, by the way. He's missed an open goal. Arteta saying that's why I'm selling. He's missed an open goal. Ball whipped in again, headed away at the near post. I don't know how he missed. He takes it round the goalkeeper. I don't know how he hits the far post. I need to see the replay. It was going crazy. How has he not scored? What a moment that would have been for him. He's been on for like 5 minutes. He should have scored already. Henry Gunda says sell him. Cash in on him. He's not good enough. Get the 40 million off Leipzig. Balogun misses an open goal after 5 minutes. Damn. People saying it's it is a tight angle, but still should bag. Come on. He should score. Wow, Hein, what's going on? Oh my days! The worst own goal that I have seen. That is match fixing. Arsenal, Nurnberg have equalised. Who on earth just scored that goal for Arsenal? It's one of the worst own goals I've ever seen. Heinz Baked Beans gives a terrible pass and someone has whacked the ball past him from about 40 yards out. It is a shambles. It is ketchup, it is mayo, it is sweet chili, it's barbecue, it's a mess. What is going on? Who scored that goal? I think it's Jorginho. J20. Heinz has spilt the beans. Hein, what are you doing? How has Jorginho managed to get enough power in that to score? If this was in the Premier League, I'd have a hold of my shirt right now. And this is a nice shirt. I won't rip it. That goal is an absolute shambles. They're lucky it's a pre-season friendly. I'm staying calm about it. Wow. Jorginho, the Chelsea agent, slaps in an own goal from 35 yards. The pass from Heinz was not good. It was not good. He overhit it and put him under all sorts of pressure. But I don't know what Jorginho, how has he managed to score that? Jeez. If you didn't pay $6.99 for this game, you've done yourself a favour. It's a bad one. It is a bad one, people. Wow. The Chelsea undercover agent scores on his left foot from 35 yards out. Wow, Cole Hein, after a bad pass, gets beaten. It was, crazy. 2 minutes earlier, Balogun missed an open goal, but he's playing him right wing. What is going on? Saeed, relax yourself, brother. It's pre-season, man. Come and look at this real-life troll. I seen what you did in New York, bro. You look at that guy in the car in Grand Theft Auto, you, bro. Big up yourself. Make sure you go subscribe to Saeed, who is... he's a troll, I'm convinced of it. But big him up, man. Doing good work out there on his channel. Listen, don't worry about us. Waneri, what a touch that is. Brings the ball down. Ball out wide. Can we get a goal out of this? Need to get a shot off. Jesus. 1-2. They got too many bodies around us. Context. Jorginho went for the 50-50 tackle. Totally the goalkeeper's out. He stitched him with the pass, no doubt. It's definitely stitched him up. It was just interesting that he got enough power in that to get the ball in the net. It seemed crazy. Look at this one. This is interesting. Big C's a hater. Jesus is 2 times better than prime Van Persie. And everyone agrees. Listen, Ravens, if you're being serious with that comment, because you could be joking, But if you're being serious, then I'm not sure this game is for you, bro. I'm keeping it 100. If you're being serious with that comment, I reckon it's time to watch fishing, watch ice skating, watch tennis, because you know. But if you're joking, then I'm all for the joke. But if you're serious, then I'd take up another sport. But anyway, we move. Timeout, ban. I don't know. He might need 3 minutes on the naughty step for that. I've never heard anybody say that Gabriel Jesus is better than Robin van. He said twice as good as Robin van Persie, who won the Golden Boot in the Prem. I mean, it's interesting. He's going in timeout. Needs 3 minutes on the naughty step to consider his actions. If he comes back, he's got to go, I'm afraid. Fishing, you took the bait. Yeah, I probably did. I did, but I had to. I'm sorry. 2,800 of you in the chat. Big up to everyone locked in. Big up the Twitch gang as well. Matt, I will be in the US. Let me know if you're there, bro. I know Chelsea are over there as well. Arsenal struggling to beat Nurnberg now. But it's only pre-season. I won't have a meltdown. I have to keep same old Arsenal, allergic to clean sheets. Calamity of a goal to concede. Hey, this one here, brother, looks sharp. Here's Balogun playing right wing. It's painful to watch. Painful to watch, man. Play the brother up front. Hey, we can't even read that, Miguel Amsterdam. But big up yourself for the super chat. Big up yourself. Waneri's doing more than some of our other players. Hey, it's only pre-season until things start going wrong. Then you lose your head. Oh, ball whipped in. Balogun, tight angle, pulls it back. Oh, shots deflected. I think that was Waneri. Comes back out to Balogun. And he's offside. Diaby to Villa, 35 million. They've had an offer rejected. Waneri's got that hunger. Looks a player. Havertz ain't done nothing. Yeah, listen. It's too early for me to start making judgments on players who we've just signed. Surely we can get 1k likes. People, how have we not got 1k likes? Don't do me the disservice. 2,850 of you in the chat. Like 1,000 likes should be absolute light work. We're in subscriber only mode as well, so we're looking after, you know, the VIPs of the community. Waneri's done more than Vieira, said KS. The Truman Show is back, said L for lesson. Here come Nurnberg. I tell you one thing, it is only pre-season, but you don't want to be losing. Ball whipped in, it goes all the way over the other side for a throw-in. You don't want to be losing to a second division German club. It doesn't say, you know, it doesn't set you up in a good way. Nuremberg about to make about 8 substitutes. 23 minutes to go of this game. Watch the video of Freddie Lundberg talking about the Invincible squad, Arteta and Pepper using a lot of Wenger's tactics. Yeah, why not? Waneri is cooking. Yeah, looks good. Looks very sharp on the ball. He's only 16 years of age, man. It's crazy. The Invincibles lost against Peterborough pre-season. Yeah, well, so what we're saying, we need to lose one and then we can build. Get Balogun up top. It's silly, isn't it? Silly. If you're going to play him right wing, you might as well just sell him and not waste your time. But there are more games to come. I'm sure he will get some game time up front as well. So we'll see on that one. Waneri looks like the £65 million player. For 65 mil, Havertz is not looking like 65 cents. We got to give him time. We got to give him time. Joseph said we lost to Hibernian 2 years ago. I remember that. In Scotland. Didn't we play Rangers and Hibs, I think? When that keeper who's out on loan was in goal. He was all over the place. Pass. Balogun, right-hand side of the penalty area, tight angle. See, he's getting the ball in wide areas. You want him central. Has to start again. Cedric. The attacks broke down. We've still got the ball, but we were in the penalty area. We've ended up all the way back on the halfway line. MX said, I think Havertz slows the play down. No Saka, no Martinelli equals no goal, says Al. They are the spark in our attack, aren't they, those two? That pace. Balogun sharp. Touch doesn't look baggy like Eddie. Okonkwo, that's it. I forgot his name. Did Sweet Chin Music, yeah, came out and Kung Fu kicked that player. Tierney with the throw in, 21 minutes to go, people. It's been a boring second half, I can't even lie. I've hardly noticed Havertz on the ball. And he's playing Balogun right wing, which makes no sense whatsoever. That's a foul there. Could be a yellow card for the Arsenal player, the youngster. Free kick to Nurnberg on the halfway line. Ross, how many goals do you think Jesus will get this season or this year? He needs to get 15 plus in the league. I've never viewed Gabriel Jesus as a 20-goal striker. 20 goals is what we consider any top striker in the Premier League season. I don't... Oh, that was Austin Trusty who got booked. I didn't even realise he'd come on. I think Jesus is 15, 16 league goals. I just don't think... I don't think, number one, that Arteta wants his striker to live in the penalty area. I think he wants you to move around and get involved a lot. And I just don't think he's an elite finisher. I think he's a decent finisher, a good finisher. But you see him with that one-on-one, he didn't even hit the target, you know. 20 at least, says Rowan. He was our marquee signing. I just don't think he's got... If he scores 20 goals, I'd be delighted. But... Ghosted said the Invincibles starting 11 versus the City treble winning 11. Starting 11, best 11 out of those two. It's very difficult because they play totally different systems. So it's like Thierry Henry in the Man City team would probably play left forward because he loved the left-hand side. I don't think Thierry would play how Haaland plays up front. Centrally, where in a 2, he can drift to the left. That is a poor pass. Arsenal looking shaky. It was Cedric who gave it away. Nuremberg on the attack. And they give it away on the edge of the area. That is poor from Cedric. There's a lot of Invincibles that would get in the team, but it depends. You know, Henry gets in there. You probably play Bergkamp behind Haaland. It's a difficult one. Depends what system you're going to play. Cedric gave it away. Cedric has not looked good, man. You've got to get rid of him. Midfielder Vieira and KDB would be magical. Oh, can you imagine that? Can you imagine? Here come Arsenal on the ball. 19 minutes to go. Can we get a winner? I think psychologically you want Arsenal to win the game, even if it's 2-1. Balogun turns and shoots. It's blocked. The keeper catches it. We look a bit disjointed now. We look a bit disjointed. You've got players now on the pitch that, like I said, some of these guys will be sold. Some of them are youngsters that won't get a lot of game time. Some of them are first-teamers. You've got players playing out of position. And that's where, you know, the chemistry is low now. You know, on FIFA, there's a lot of red lines on the chemistry. Balogun looks lively, but you're not going to see the best of him right wing. It's just not going to happen. Tell Cedric to get the petrol. We're watching a friendly while Villa move on Diaby at 35 million from Leverkusen. He wants the move as per Romano. How are we losing out to Villa on Diaby? Nelson is not a patch on what Diaby... I don't think we're really in for him because it's a no-brainer that if we were going to go for Diaby, Villa have offered 35 million euros, which is like 29 million pound. It's been rejected, but they'll go in a bit higher and probably get him. If we want him, we'd surely go back in for him. Jeez. Nurnberg, they've hit the crossbar. Oh, my days, and they've got a corner. When I say this guy from Nuremberg has just had a shot from about 40 yards out. He was shooting. I'm like, what's this clown doing? He's hit the shot from about 40 yards. Heinz saved it in goal. He's definitely drunk off the Heinz ketchup. And the guy with the rebound has hit the bar, and then another shot deflected, goes out for a corner. We're hanging on here, people. This ain't a good look. Ketchup all over the place. Ball comes out, edge of the area, shot, and that's terrible. Goes over the bar, and a goal kick to Arsenal. Hein does not look great. The interesting thing is, obviously, Matt Turner was knocked out of the Gold Cup last night with America. So you would expect him possibly to join us at some stage of the US tour. I would imagine he'll get a week off and maybe he'll play, maybe he'll get involved for the Man United or the Barcelona game in the tour. So, yeah, man. Dubai Cup legend Heinz made all them penalty saves where he looks shaky as anything today. Do Heinz make alcohol? He looks drunk. He's moving like that. Hey, Ravens, big up yourself, bro. It was some comedy. I respect it. That's why I didn't block you. I had to be careful, though. You never know. Some people are serious. Big up Ravens, who said, Big C, it was a joke, mate. Trying to drop some comedy in the stream. I respect it. You had me, though. I was like, yo, he didn't put no LOL. There's no smiley face. Is he joking or is he going for me here? But listen, you got me in, man. You got me. You know, you threw out the fishing rod and I got hooked in. Arr! Got me in, man. Big up yourself, though, bro. They're a mid-table team in the Bundesliga second division. I know. Confirm Leverkusen wants 60 million euros, says Cliff. Listen, all I can say, if Arsenal want Moussa Diaby, you go in there and you hijack it. It's as simple as that. You don't sit there and watch him go to... yeah, plenty goal. Bayer Leverkusen wants 60 million euros from Aston Villa for Moussa Diaby. You could probably pay 50 and 10 in add-ons, which is euros, by the way. So you're talking less than £50 million for him. Thoughts on Onana? I'm disappointed that United are getting him. I think he's a top goalkeeper. I would have liked him at Arsenal. Corner to Arsenal. Cedric to take it. 15 minutes to go. Whips it in. All the way to the back post. Goes out for a goal kick. What a waste of time. Lex said, I was at the USA-Panama game last night in San Diego. Turner had a howler for Panama's goal. Well, that's not what we want to hear. I haven't actually seen the goals or the goal, but yeah, we don't want to hear that he had a stinker. This game is starting to make my eyelids a bit heavy. I can't lie. It's getting a bit boring now. Listen, pre-season is not only for winning and playing great. It's for realising that this brother ain't good enough, that player's not good enough, and we need to do something else, you know? And that's where we're at, you know? Cedric today, you can see he's not good enough. And we'll see. We'll see. We need to get rid of some players. Honestly, Track Former said Havertz almost got a touch. I forgot Havertz was on the pitch. The only Havertz I've seen is this one on the green screen today. He got elbowed with his first touch. I haven't seen him touch the ball since. Boss J, glad I ain't paid for this. Don't waste your money, bro. It's not worth it. Peak for Jamaica with the Gold Cup earlier was painful, bro. Painful. They got bopped. Ben White comes off. Walters comes on. Oh, we got 40 minutes to go. It's hard to make a judgment yet because you got to remember Timber's on his way. Rice is on his way. Zinchenko, Martinelli, not even in the squad today. Eddie Nketiah comes off for Lewis Skelly, who comes on. And listen, just don't lose the game. Green screen Havertz has done more than the sub. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Kimani. Can we get a late winner? 30 minutes to go. Rowan, I totally agree. Totally agree. Spent 210 million. And we need another attacking player. I know Havertz is an attacking player, but I think we need some pace and some power in there, you know. Martinelli and Saka are the runners. I think we need someone else. Boss J, preseason settings can't take this performance serious. The Dross defo needs to be got rid of. I agree. People, I know it's pre-season, but smash the likes. 2.8k watching, not even 1,000 likes. Come on, people. We've got to be getting more than 1,000 likes quite easily. People saying Balogun's up front now. Arthur said Balogun's up top. Here we go. Arsenal on the ball. Come. It's poor. We're just not connecting. Ball out wide. Over hit. Goal kick. It's poor. We do not look good. Havertz couldn't get there. Pass was over hit. Did Rob Holding start playing keeper for Nurnberg? Man saying it's Holding in goal. I think he's had his hair cut a little bit. Nah, Sean, trust me, no panic. No panic whatsoever. I understand how pre-season works. We're like Brett said, there's no chemistry on the pitch now. You know, we've taken a lot of players off. It's going to take a number of games before you see free-flowing football. Especially in the second half when you've made changes. F it, get Mbappe in, says Takan. Well, if only. If only. I feel we struggle this season. Come in, said Ramon. It's too early for that. Too early for that. I think we We can build on what we did last season. Last preseason, we were destroying teams and finished second, so yeah, it's a bit worrying. Yeah, but we got better as preseason went on. I think we played Nuremberg, didn't we? At the start of last season. I actually can't remember. How did we actually get on? I can't actually remember how we did when we played Nuremberg in the last preseason. How did we do last preseason? Can anyone remember? How did we do against Nuremberg last preseason? I'm trying to find it online. Oh, we won 5-3. Oh, yeah, it was a goal fest, wasn't it? It was an absolute goal fest. Well, we certainly ain't getting 5 goals today. Mooney. Eddie 14 is better, Big C. Wow. That's almost banning level. But I respect it. Big up Mooney. The laugh emoji, you know, calms it down. A unanimous timeout, says Eros. I'm telling you, if we didn't know him as one night. Curtis Your is blocking my drive. Big up Sniper Scope. We were losing to Nuremberg last season. It's just pre-season. Yeah, man. There's no need to panic. There's no need to panic. Shall I just banter Twitter and say that performance was a disgrace? Arteta out. I would actually, but I don't think Twitter has the humour for that. I think they'd go crazy. But it'd be funny. Well, I think it's funny anyway. Anyway, it is a corner to Arsenal. We got 10 minutes to go. I actually can't wait for this game to finish. It's getting boring now. 5-3 second half was madness. This game was not madness. 1-1. Delete this one from the memory bank. Yeah, what are you saying? Do it. Say that performance was an absolute disgrace. Arteta's got to go. I want Mourinho. Oh. They would have an absolute meltdown. Maybe try that joke on Freds. I'm not on Freds, bro. I can't lie. Havertz is bad. Let's give him a chance. Cedric, why is he staring at the ball like this? Or no, what's going off? Has my stream crashed? Has my stream crashed? Or is Cedric just staring at the ball? Oh no, it's crashed. It's crashed. I was like, what is going off? Why is he just staring at the ball? Well, my stream's crashed. Now, Arsenal, nah, I need some money back. Has anybody else stream just crashed? Please, let me know in the comments. Arsenal, what's going on? I've paid $6.99 and you've denied me. What's going on here? Oh, we're back, I think. Now we're back. Maybe they just didn't want me to see Cedric put in a bad corner. He's taking a throw in now, so it's skipped. Oh, we're back. We're back. Screenshot on get. I should have screenshotted there and said, I paid. I've got no game. You owe me a refund. This game is boring. It's absolutely boring. Hey, listen, I don't blame you, man. Don't waste your money paying for these games if you can find a way of watching it for free. I'm saying it. Someone's got to say it. I'm saying it. They won't say it on other YouTube channels, but we speak the harsh reality here. If you, legally, of course, you know, legally. If there's a way that you can watch these games in pre-season without paying, do your best. This game stinks. The second half is absolutely stinky beyond belief. You know, there will not be a long review of the game after. This game stinks. Don't have nothing. Oh, please. A late winner would be good for vibes, but it's a shocker. It's a horrible game to watch. That $6.99 could have gone elsewhere. You know, inflation is real, people. Still watching, yeah, exactly. Matthew said, I'm still having second thoughts on whether we are going to win the league, even though it's just pre-season. Matthew, you don't need to have a second thought, my friend. I respect the fact, Arsenal fan, we want the best for our team. Unless Man City fumble it, it ain't leaving Manchester this year. That's the only way. Oh, Eros, Arsenal therapy 2 p.m. Boy, listen, man, we can't be doing therapies in pre-season. We do enough of them during the season. We didn't do many last season. But free rice should be there tomorrow. Hopefully, anyway. Nuremberg have done well. You're right, track formers. Let me give them some credit. Pre-season is when you get crazy results because teams put in great performances out of nowhere and they inspire themselves playing against big clubs. They've been well organised. They've played well. We still should have beat them. Takan said, sweaty socks, vintage chip. Bro, stinky performance. Stinky performance. I was actually really hoping that Messi was going back to Barcelona so that, you know, Arsenal against Barca, but obviously went into Miami. Therapy was painful last season. Here come Nurnberg. Oh no, they could be in. Tight angle shot, good block. Goes out for a corner. We're hanging on, 6 minutes to go. Our defence is a mess, obviously. We've got youngsters at the back. We've got Cedric babysitting. You got Tierney, the Tesco bag. The defence chemistry is all over the place. Cedric playing poor. Cedric's trying his best to get out of Arsenal today. He's put in a stinking performance. I said 2-1 in the beginning. We still have 5 minutes to do that. Corner to Nuremberg. Oh, the entire 11's off now, is it? Yeah, we won't get carried away. I don't want to see us lose, though. Header up in the air, goes over. Goal kick to Arsenal. 5 minutes to go, people. It's time to go, in the words of Claude. 700 million spent, no excuses. Trophy this season or Arteta out, says Miles. He's not having none of it. South London said there's a 6'4" German who is having a stinker. He can just hang his shirt up. I don't think he's broke a sweat. He ain't hardly touched the ball. But it's too early to start making judgments. Waneri and Balogun look sharp. I think Waneri's been one of our best players. Look at him. Look at this brother. Waneri's doing 360s on people. Looks like a young Messi. He's the best player on the pitch. 16 years of age. He's putting these men to shame. Can we get a late winner? 4 minutes to go. Waneri's out here balling. He just signed a new contract as well. Turned 16 in March. Crazy. It's quick. Low centre of gravity. Keeps the ball well. Looks strong. All right, I think, was that him who just lost the ball? Wins it back, though. Wins it back. He looks quick, man. I'm glad I didn't pay for this BS, said Steve. You're not wrong. Waneri is the best player in a lot of pitches. Here's Jorginho. I actually just want to see Havertz on the ball. And I mean, he just played a pass there. He's hardly had the ball. He's playing like left attacking midfield. I've hardly seen him on the ball. Jorginho. Good ball out wide. Can we get a late goal? Sports Genius Big C, if we don't fix up, we'll be crushed by MLS All-Star. Are there some good players playing for MLS All-Stars? Like who, if people know, like who is in the team from the MLS clubs? Like, is it actually a good team? I'm assuming it will be a level up from this team we're playing now. Waneri to get the winner. Abhinav said yes, they are. Nuremberg have the ball. Kieran Gibbs, I mean, yeah. Kieran Gibbs should be getting cooked, I can't lie, man. But I don't know. Who was worse, Cedric or Debussy? I think Cedric. Debussy was first choice right back. He broke his ankle. And then Bellerin stepped up when he got in and he never got back in. Nuremberg in the penalty area. Twisting and turning. Tierney does well. Shot. Just over. Who's out for a goal kick? Kimani said, I'm 20 seconds behind, but still $6.99 richer. I might actually email Arsenal and say I want my money back. No joke. I want $6.99 back. I tuned in for an exciting pre-season game. I've watched, like a 4 megapixel camera pre-season game that crashed for about 20 seconds. I want my money back. I want at least $3.99 back of the $6.99. It's inflation, people. I'm telling you, we'll buy some bread with that or some fruit or something. CS said, and Pepe can't get in this team. It's a good point. But I think his lack of intensity goes against him. Pepe had fallen asleep in this game. Gabriel Jesus, hardly noticed him as well. Hardly touched the ball. We've been poor this game. Yeah, Mano, I paid as well, man. They bumped me. Absolutely bumped me for this one. I wouldn't listen. We don't have to make too much of it. We don't have to make too much of it. It's the first game. First half, we looked decent. We had a strong team out. Probably should have scored a couple more goals. Second half, like some of you have said, the whole starting 11 has come off. We've got young players on the pitch. We got Havertz. We're playing I don't know what formation we're playing. That's a great ball. Balogun one-on-one with the keeper. Oh, he's missed it. What is going on, Ballers? You got to score. I mean, Arteta's applauding him, but he knows he's selling him. What? Has he genuinely put that wide? Nah. I'm sorry, man. Listen, Ballo. I love you, bro. Ballo gone. That is the one. How has he missed that? I thought the goalkeeper saved it. Bro. French League tax, man. We're adding it to the list. Arteta, trust me, man. You know in them YouTube videos where they were like, it was at this moment that he knew he effed up. Ballo gone, man. We let you off with the first one. The second one, I'm sorry, man. People saying he's the French Eddie Nketiah. Balogun don't want to play for him because he's missing on purpose. You go Leipzig. Wow. The first one, bro, I let it slide, you know. French League tax. The second one, nah. I can't let that one go, bro. You do that in the Prem, I'm shouting in the camera. If Eddie missed that, I'd be having a meltdown. So, you know, Ballo gone. Cash in and get Ivan Toney, bro. I'm harsh. Nah, listen, I thought the goalkeeper saved it. He took it round him. He tries to go near post and hits the side net, and it's a terrible miss. Balogun, he could be a Carlos Vela, man. You know what I mean? Vela went to the MLS and was like a world beater. Maybe this guy needs to play in France. You can't miss chances like that, bro. I'm not even capping. Nisled said, yo, Curtis, Catalan, Serjan, I hope I haven't butchered his name, just signed for my childhood club, FC Rapid Bucharest. Gunnar settings, big up to you, bro. Balogun hurt me because I was so excited that he's going to score the winner late in the game. Balogun Dior, Thomas said. That's a good one. Balogun's getting shown the door at Arsenal, mate, not getting the Ballon d'Or. Arteta said, listen, Edu, get him out. Eddie would have probably scored that. I'm not even capping. I'm actually not capping, yeah. He doesn't miss that many clear-cut chances, Eddie. It's his touch and hold-up play that lacks him. Oh, Balogun. Now you're going to be the headline of this game. Balogun missed 2 open goals. You know, he could have come on, scored the winner. It's a great start. Ah, dear. Anyway, it is what it is. Just go and buy a band Ivan Toney, man, and keep it moving. Go and buy a band Ivan Toney. And that's the thing, because he's been speaking a lot, you got to back your talk, bro, on the pitch. But we let it... Are we letting it slide? MLS All-Stars next Wednesday. He's got to do his thing in America. USA International, so I'm expecting Nurnberg on the attack. Ball whipped in. Ball's bouncing. Oh, what a block. Wow, goes out for a corner. Probably should have scored. This brother, oh my days, looking like Ryan Fraser. How has he missed? Near post, he takes too long to shoot. It's a great block. Should be 2-1 to Nuremberg. Tifo Vid said today, Balogun will be 100 million striker. Maybe US dollars, white glove. Maybe US dollars. Not US dollars, in fact. That's still a lot. Maybe Jamaican dollars. Ball whipped in, headed away at the near post. We're in the 93rd minute. The game is over. I'm actually quite glad the game is over because I'm shattered watching that. It's a poor second half. Arsenal won. Nuremberg won. Let's end the timer. Balogun will be gutted. 2 open goals. First one was a slightly tight angle. Still should score for me. The second one's easier. Should definitely score. It was a quiet game. Jesus was quiet. Havertz was quiet. Eddie was quiet. Fabio Vieira was quiet. Nelson was quiet. I thought Saka was the best player on the pitch. Nwaneri looked very good second half. And the defence looked pretty solid in the first half as well. So no complaints there. 1-1 would have been nice to win. But I've always said pre-season is about finishing strong, not starting. And it's a slow start. Let's put it that way. I'm pretty sure that the MLS All-Stars will be better than this. So we're going to have to improve next week over there in Washington. Not a lot to say about the game. Man of the match for me, Saka, first half. Great goal. Had the left back on toast. Special shout out to Waneri in the second half. 16 years of age. Looked lively. Dropping 360s and all sorts. I want my money back, Arsenal. $6.99. Not worth it. I want at least £3 back. It is what it is. Listen, people. I will be back on tomorrow. About 2 o'clock. We'll talk about the game if we have to. Hopefully we get an announcement tomorrow. Maybe Declan Rice, maybe Timber. We'll talk about a few other bits and bobs. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get 1,000 likes. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Nurnberg 1, Arsenal 1, pre-season underway. It wasn't worth the $6.99, people. Bless.